Hello everyone, Umberto here from Umaxfitness. On today's video we are going to talk about gym intimidation and how I personally dealt with it to overcome my fears. Walking through the door for the first time into a commercial gym can be a very hard thing to do, especially because you start to be more exposed. If you're not used to being seen by others, it can be very intimidating. Personally, I didn't feel very comfortable for the first time, and there were a number of reasons for that. The first one, it felt like it wasn't a place I belong. I was very overweight, with glasses, in pain. I didn't know what I was doing, and I felt like everybody was just watching me and what I was doing. I always considered myself being an introvert, and I liked quite a bit of self-confidence at the time, and whenever I was inside a gym I felt like there was something wrong with me, and that's why people were actually staring. I thought maybe they're looking at me because I'm fat. Oh, look, there's a new dude coming in now trying to lose some weight. Well, it needs to. Sometimes I thought I wasn't dressed appropriately for the place or was dirty. I was asking continuously, why are they looking at me? After going for some time, I realized that I was actually okay doing certain things like the treadmill and the cardio machines, but I wanted to give it a go to the free weights area. And when I walked there, oh god, fit, big guys, I will never ever get there. What I did at the time, it was actually I moved away from the free weights area and I went upstairs where I could find some dumbbells, some light barbells, and I started to use those first.
Several months later.
Moving forward, I ended up actually going try to lift some weights in the free weights area. At some point I was trying to do some deadlift, and a dude actually approached me and said, mate, your back is like that, you need to keep your back straight when you deadlift. What are you talking about? I actually am. At that time I felt really attacked personally, and I thought this guy wanted just to show off. After that, when I calmed down, I went home, I realized, no, hang on a second, I said, this guy actually wanted to help me because I could get hurt. All those problems were problems that I was creating. They were not actually real, they were not in front of me. Those are things that every single person going to a gym goes through. So what I actually did to overcome the problem, first of all, I stopped listening to music. Not that you should not listen to music, but you should listen to something that can get your attention. It can move your focus from your problems to the actual talk, for example, that you are listening. At that time I started listening to podcasts and audibles, even working out, and somehow I felt like I was a bit distracted from my own problems. The second thing I did is I tried to get more confident, more knowledgeable about what I was doing. The main thing was actually reading the instructions that were printed on the machinery, so I can actually understand better what I'm doing there, how to adjust it, and so on. I also start to bother more the people, the instructors that were working around, so I could be feeling a bit more like, okay, I'm followed, there's somebody here that can help me, and I was knowing more about what I like, what I don't like, and how to do it right. The third thing I did is work out better what were my goals and how to plan accordingly. When I was going to the gym at the very beginning, I was just wandering around and using equipment, so my brain had all the time to go wild and think whatever it wants. Once I had the goals and the plan in place, everything started to be more focused, so my brain could actually concentrate more on what I was doing rather than what was going around me. Imagine yourself doing a puzzle. You won't find the solution to the puzzle just by complaining about, oh, there are so many pieces, it's all messed up, blah blah blah. You're gonna go and solve the puzzle by trying to find the pieces that fit. So you need to be focused on what you're doing rather than the problem itself. Only like that you're gonna find the parts that are missing and you're gonna complete the puzzle. The fourth thing I did, it was I start to ask myself, what are those people thinking? And then I start to answer to myself, what if they're actually thinking the same thing that I'm thinking? In that way I realized that I was caring much less about what was going on around me, and I was focusing so much more on my workouts. So you create this kind of bubble where you are in the center of it, whatever you do, and things that are around the bubble you will count a little bit less for you. On number 5, I think I start to realize that people go to the gym because they have selfish reasons. So they don't really care about others. I mean, at some point I start to be, I don't know if it counts as a confident, but I start to be more knowledgeable about what I want. In that way, I start to care less about others. The reason why I was going to the gym, it became a very selfish reason. It was to achieve what I wanted to achieve. I didn't care about anybody else. And so others do the same. People who go to the gym will always go because they have a goal that is related to themselves, nothing else. When they go to the gym and they look around, sometimes they can find some inspiration, or sometimes they can see someone they know. They look around exactly for the same reason that you do. Once you get to the point that you create the bubble and you manage to focus more on yourself than anybody else, that is where you're gonna look really confident, you really look knowledgeable, even though you might be possibly still making some mistakes when you work out, you might not know everything, but still the confidence that you gained is gonna look like you are some kind of veterans in there. Talking about the veterans, those are the people that actually help you the best, help you the most, because they've been in the gym, they've seen the struggle for many other people around themselves, and if you ask them a question, they're gonna help you. They know what you're looking for, they know the feeling, they've been there before you. Feel comfortable to go and ask questions, because you might speed up even whatever goal you want to achieve. So guys, summarizing, gym intimidation and anxiety is more a state of mind. It's not actually something that is real. It's something that you create by asking yourself so many questions, and that's happening mainly because you don't know what you have to do inside a gym. So if I can give you one piece of advice in regards of how to deal with your intimidation and anxiety, it will be try to define your goal better and get a plan and crack on with that. Concentrate on that only. This will help you so much on staying so focused on your goal that once you start to see results, your motivation will kick in and you will feel more happy to walk through the gym door and do your things. So guys, that was the video for today. Thank you very much for watching till this point. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and comment, get involved, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.